Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga with Ness. This is a yoga recording designed for the visually impaired, and it's designed to help you with your balance. So these are standing poses and you'll need to be standing near a wall. Please listen to your body and don't try anything that you don't feel confident with, or if you feel a bit worried about. Feel free to stay holding onto the wall for the entire time, and it's best to do this one barefoot or maybe in socks at most. If you feel more comfortable in shoes, that's fine, but it really is best to be barefoot if you can. Okay, so when you're ready, standing next to a wall, and you want the left hand on the wall. Okay, so you're not facing the wall, but the left hand is on your left side against the wall, holding onto that wall, so you've got your balance here. Okay, now you want to feel all four corners of each foot, so push the feet down into the ground, feeling all four corners, and you want to stand with your spine nice and long, so really lengthen the spine. Imagine a string pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Okay, roll the shoulders back, chest open, take a few deep breaths here. Okay, now holding onto that wall firmly with the left hand, you're going to take all the weight onto your left foot, and you're going to start to lift the right knee in front of you. Okay, so feel all four corners of that left foot grounding into the floor. Maybe take the right hand onto your hip, or maybe take it out to the right side. Now keeping that chest open and the spine long. Now if you feel comfortable doing so, do some circles with that right foot. So circling the ankle around. Maybe change directions with that foot, circles the other way. And the whole time you want to keep your spine long, chest open. Make sure the shoulders are dropped down away from the ears. Okay, now keeping that foot still again. If you feel comfortable doing so, maybe try lifting that left hand off the wall just for a couple of seconds. Okay, if you feel yourself start to stumble, hold onto that wall again properly. Maybe try just coming onto the fingertips just for a little bit of support. Okay, we're going to put that right foot back down to the floor. Well done. We're going to turn. We're going to do this on the other side. Okay, so turning around. This time the wall's at your right side. Right hand onto that wall for support. Okay, feet grounded down into the floor, spine nice and long, chest open. Okay, now you don't want your body too close to that wall. You just want the hand on the wall. Maybe take a little step further away from the wall, but make sure you've got that support there. Okay, now you want to feel all four corners of the feet, pushing firmly into that right foot. We're going to start to lift the left knee. Okay, lift the left knee out in front of you. You might want the left hand on your left hip, or maybe holding it out to the side for a bit of balance. Now drop those shoulders down away from the ears, spine nice and long, chest open. Make sure you're feeling all four corners of that right foot. Okay, now we're going to take some little circles with that left foot. And then changing direction, circling the other way. And then coming back to stillness. Okay, now if you feel comfortable doing so, maybe come onto the fingertips with that right hand on the wall, and maybe just for a couple of seconds, maybe letting go of the support of the wall. You know the wall's there if you need to. Nice long spine, stand tall, and then releasing that foot back down to the floor. Well done. Okay, we're going to turn back to the first side. So wall on your left again, left hand onto the wall. So make sure your body's not too close to the wall, but you've got the hand on that wall for support. Okay, this time we're going to do a standing quad stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your right foot behind you to your right glute, and you're going to use your right hand to grab hold of that foot. Okay, so the right hand has got your right foot, heel towards the glute. Okay, you want to try and keep your knees side by side. Okay, so you've still got that left hand on the wall for support. Now you want to open the chest, lengthen your spine, stand tall. Imagine that string's pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Stand nice and tall, drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a few deep breaths here. Really grounding into that left foot, feeling all four corners of the foot pressing into the ground. And now if you feel confident, see if you can come onto the fingertips on that left hand. And only if you feel confident doing so, maybe letting go of the wall for a few seconds, knowing the wall's there if you need it. And then hand back on the wall, releasing that foot down to the floor. Well done. We're going to do the same on the other side. So turning to the other side again. So your right hand is on the wall's on your right. Don't stand too close to the wall, just have that hand on the wall for support. Okay, so this time you're going to grab your left foot with your left hand, pulling the heel towards that left glute for the standing quad stretch. Okay, spine nice and long, chest open, stand nice and tall, shoulders relaxed down away from the ears. Take a few deep breaths here. Pushing firmly into all four corners of that right foot. And if you feel confident doing so, maybe just come onto the fingertips with that right hand onto the wall. Standing nice and tall. And if you feel confident, maybe letting go of that wall just for a few seconds. You know the wall's there if you need it. And hand back on the wall, releasing that foot down towards the floor. Well done. Okay, we're going to turn back round to the other side. So wall is on your left again. Left hand onto that wall for support. This time we're going to do a balancing star pose. Okay, so chest open, spine nice and long. Dropping those shoulders down away from the ears. Okay, pushing firmly into the feet. Feeling all four corners of the feet down on the floor. And then transferring all the weight onto that left foot. We're going to lift the right foot out to the right side. Okay, you can take the right hand onto the hip or maybe out to the side for balance. So the right foot's lifting out to the right side, with the legs straight, and you want to really flex that right foot. So pull the toes up towards your face. You should feel this really engaging the right glute muscle. Okay? So remember, chest open, spine long, stand nice and tall. Take a few deep breaths. Pressing into all four corners of that left foot. And then maybe if you feel confident doing so, maybe come onto the fingertips with that left hand on the wall. And only if you feel comfortable, maybe letting go just for a few seconds at a time. Stand nice and tall. Okay, slowly release that foot. Well done. We're going to turn and do that on the other side. So this is the last one now. So turning to the other side, right hand on the wall. So the wall's on your right. Okay, stand nice and tall, feet grounded into the floor, chest open, spine long, drop the shoulders. Now all the weight onto that right foot. We're going to lift the left foot out to the left side. The leg is straight, flexing the foot, so really pulling the toes up towards you. You'll feel this in the left glute muscle. And then left hand either on the hip or maybe out to the side. Now remember, chest open, spine nice and long. Take a couple of deep breaths. And if you feel confident, coming just onto the fingertips of that right hand. And maybe even letting go for a few seconds. You know the wall's there if you need it. Keep that spine nice and long. Pushing into all four corners of that right foot. And release the foot back down to the floor. Okay, well done. I hope you enjoyed this today. Please leave me feedback and looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.